YouTube. Good morning. It is actually morning. 9:30 a.m. I've been up since like 8, I think. Somewhere around there. And I went to sleep at like midnight, so that's pretty perfect. And there's activity in the Discord, and it brings happiness. Look, video game programming in Python. One of my goals, is to get back into programming. And I like seeing activity like this. It makes me want to start playing with coding stuff, but I don't have time right now. But I am going to do it. Posted roof progress. Roof is a mess, but and Bozidar got a new PC. Okay, new is he got a toaster. He had a potato. He's upgrading to a toaster. The only thing is, with an older PC like this, I know the temptation is to clean it a bunch and blow out the fan a little bit. But just like cleaning all of these, if they're not having problems, you kind of risk breaking them more than it's worth. It's mostly cosmetic. If nothing's shorting out, dust isn't great, but you're only trying to make this work for hopefully, a year or two anyways, and then you get to upgrade. Where's the upgrade path? To a microwave, to a smart fridge, to a gaming PC, in that order, which is the perfect plan. So I would worry more about the software side of things than actually cleaning up the hardware. Software is learning how to get Windows or Linux installed on this, which version, which software you can get to work. There's only so much you can do with Windows, really. With Linux, you could do a lot. It's just learning Linux would be a big hassle. It's probably not really worth it. So we do have a PCI expansion slot, so that's good, but I wouldn't try to fit too much in there. You've got one RAM slot, which is being used. If you could find old crappy RAM that matches this or is similar, you could double the RAM by filling up this second slot. What is this one? That's not USB header, is it? I don't even know. I should know all of this. This is the main power that's going to the, what's it called? Well, it's going to a bunch of things, but power supply unit, PSU. It's got the old style. What are these connectors called? I would know if I heard it, but for any newer graphics card or any newer peripheral, basically, you're gonna need an adapter for these, which the adapter would just look like a little cable with 2 to 4 coming off of it. I'm trying to think if there was anything I would do to this computer. Not really. I mean, if you see another one with similar stuff, I would try and find compatible RAM maybe, but even figuring that out, I would just use this thing for a while. And if you can get it running, then you can turn the old one into a Linux box, would be the dream. Just to learn how Linux works. Molex, as soon as I see them. These are Molex connectors, which are a total pain to plug in and unplug. So you can see right here, this DVD drive or CD drive has a Molex connector for power. And then I forget what these are called. They're not SATA, I don't know, but these pins get damaged easily. They've been replaced now with SATA, and there's SATA power connectors too. It's fun stuff. This is a little fan connector right next to it. And again, I think that's the USB header, maybe? I don't know exactly what it is. So that would be for the front of the case. This stuff, I would think, would be connected to that USB header. But maybe not. It's also hard to tell because this is a pre-built. So this is SATA, that's going to a hard drive right there. Pre-builts will be small usually, so I would not try and upgrade this fan or anything. I mean, you could, but I wouldn't do it. Sometimes pre-builts have things that are soldered on, but it doesn't look like that's the case for any of this. I think that's more for laptops. It's been so long since I did anything with a pre-built. So we have a USB connector here. Another SATA for if you wanted to do another hard drive. This is the hard drive that's connecting to right there. This is the Molex that's getting power from one of the cords for the power supply. So the power supply looks like it's right here. I still don't know what you are. What is this one? FDD. I should know what that stands for. Don't know. Power LED, so that would go to the front of the case. I believe system fan would be if you had more fans. So you could install fans if you have heat issues, but really this thing shouldn't have. If you blow it out, like even just basically, could clean it a little bit, but could undo the 4 screws, put it back. I would not do too much. I would just run the thing. PCB, printed circuit board, I think. We got audio, we got USB LAN, local area network, so that's our Ethernet. USB connectors right here. Should I know what these are? I don't know. I should know what like all of this crap is, but it's been forever for me. This battery can cause problems. Sometimes that is worth replacing. I forget what kind of problems I've had with these batteries. I think it's like when you put a computer to sleep, sometimes these can have issues. Okay. And they're relatively cheap to replace. Relatively. So this is the front, whatever, those USB things. Is it? Yeah, that's this front thing. So we can tell just by looking at it, like it's going to be a similar cable to this, but on the motherboard. So white, green, blue, red, green. There's a bunch of stuff. Where do I see that one? I don't think that's this. Could be. I would assume that that header would go to right here. I'm pretty sure this is the main power bundle, whatever, from the power supply. This is a fan. Is that a fan connector? Yeah, that's a fan connector. Going to what? Going to the front of the case? This might be a fan. Okay, I'm not going to get distracted looking at a computer, but I do like working on computers. Or I did at one point in my life. Coding stuff. Ooh. I liked working on coding stuff, and I'm going to get back into it at one point in my life. Build codes are well organized with works and check marks, which make my life easy. All right, we're playing the game. I will get build codes afterwards. That is the plan. I was looking at playing that game. No. Oh, do I have comments to read? Refresh. 6 comments. 6 comments. Video just came out like a few hours ago. Nice work. I don't know if I'm wrong, but don't see water drainage anywhere. It would be ideal to get a gutter. I live in a desert, so we don't really require it. We only get rain a couple times a year. But, I mean, if a board gets dry rotted by the sun, which is what happened in this case, then even a couple days of rain a year will like dry rot out that board. So I could do, and I'm thinking about it, whenever I do the final roof, so right now this is a temp fix just to get it so that the roof doesn't like cave in on me basically. And this is just a personal project. It's not for the main structure, it's a back building, and it is for my house. Well, back workshop at my house, independent from the main house. Water drainage would be ideal, but it is enough just to get it off the wood. The water drainage is more for like down at the foundation if you don't want the water to damage the structure down there, to drain it away from the property or away from the structure. Yeah, it would be ideal. I might do that. I'm going back and forth on do I want to do gutters, but that'll be in like a month. But yeah, really good question. Good morning, LTG. Commenting after I already watched. Rewatching now. Do not rewatch. My stuff isn't even worth watching once. I appreciate it. Really nice progress, though. Looks good. Well, for a rotting roof. Yeah. I mean, making the best I can out of the current situation, trying to keep it from getting worse, basically, but it's not going to be pretty until I go replace it. And even once I replace it, it's not going to be pretty, it's just going to be strong, is the plan. Some people do want IRL stuff. Yeah, maybe. I'm genuinely QM extremely interested in it. Oh, am. Reading is hard. I figure things out eventually. Oaken Tower video, no. Roof installment and construction progress, yes. I mean, I like getting to do the real life updates. Same sleeping schedule as me. Went to sleep at 6:30 a.m., woke up at 10:30 a.m. That is not, that's, I mean, yeah. I slept 8 hours tonight, whatever, last night. So, but yeah, the 3 nights before that were like this, basically. That's not good, though. Fix it. I'm working on fixing it for myself. Played Megabonk last night. The problem with sharing progress is it means that I have to actually think to document whatever progress I'm making while I'm doing it. And I'm trying to just be productive right now. Get things done. We are 29,795. It is 9:42 a.m. and we're 11 minutes into the video. No, don't give me axes. I need this goblet. I need you and you. We have 5 bleed and 2 quick items. Quick. Kill. Yes, we get to kill reactor. Why? Because this does 6 damage and this does 20 damage every hit. And this one only does 15 plus 30 or whatever times 1.3 effectively, which is 80, like 19 and a half damage on average every 3.2 seconds, somewhere like that. We could figure out like the calculated DPS for all these items, which I'm sure Bozidar has already, or not Bozidar, Bokery has already done, because it's his video game. We could level up and buy nothing. No. Spear. What about the bone? Spear, bone. Spear, bone. Do it. Huh. I wonder if these symbols would become something if there was a different font. Like on the scoreboard. It might. What rank are you? 42,000. Yeah, but I won't remember to go look for that. If I could go check the high scores right now, I would go look at that and see. But I'll forget. Okay, it's always this. The illusion of choice. Ooh. Level up by the bone. Level up by the bone. Freeze. Level up again by the spear. There was a pedal staff, and there was a bleed dagger. Thamius is going to die despite having... Oh, you look like an axe. You look like a halberd. I disagree with this only being a spear. In the Discord, there was discussion, and Bozidar was talking about it would be cool to have items that could be like 2 different item types. I kind of agree. I kind of think it would be like needlessly complex and like just confusing, but it would be kind of cool. Kind of. Or like, if they really wanted to make it complicated, you could have like subclasses and classes. So you could have pole arms and then subclasses of pole arms where it's a spear, it's a halberd, it's whatever. And things could be in multiple classes and subclasses. And then you could have things like affecting just a subclass or just a class. Needlessly complex. It would be kind of cool though. Crap, I want this Dreamcatcher, but I don't have a good item for it. I mean, I could do the Refined Spear, it's just the Refined Spear upgrades to be meh. Could do the goblet and then go for Midas with a super goblet. Meh. Could do the bone club. Wait a second. Bone club upgrades to be like a mini mythic rod. I wonder if that's a real thing. Oh, I kind of like it, even though this spear is here. I don't know if that spear is the goal. The bone club could be the goal. I'm going to work on that. And... Alright, quick break. For real life stuff, had to answer phone call. We are fighting fresh lemonade. And I don't remember what's going on in the video game, what I was talking about. Probably not talking about anything particularly important. God, it's a gray, cloudy day outside, and the weather is like perfect. I want to go work. I am going to go work. It's 10:01 a.m. I'm going to go work on... I don't know if I'm going to work on that roof. I need to. I should before it rains. I'm going to do that after this game. I need to go work on the other place. That one is really the priority. Ooh, I am not doing enough damage, and they're scaling. And I don't... Oh, I do scale throughout the fight. So I do need to keep going and not end early. Also, that was closer than I would have expected. But yeah, I have to go work on this roof before it rains. I really should have done that, like, first thing this morning. Huh. Instead of playing this. But I want to get to play my video game, too. I do not want that. Ooh. Double Soul Splitter. There's also Cobalt Spear. Cobalt Spear with a Refined Spear. Let's roll again. I'm really looking for this Bone Club and really not finding it. This one. How much are you worth? 70 gold. Chill. Ooh, that's an early mythic rod. I was trying to make a mythic rod. I think I'm just gonna say, hey, we made a mythic rod. Ta-da! Magic trick. We've done it. 40 damage. 3.2 second cooldown. Normally, it's hard to get a dream catcher to go off on these too many times, just because they kill too quickly, but I'm getting to do the dream catcher early enough that we should be able to get the cooldown down a good amount. Do I win this fight? Looks kind of close if I would have got, like, one more volley of all of these off. It's okay. Now that I have Mythic Rod, I feel kind of overpowered. Except you can't really do Elven with it. Oh, I could do Elven with the Dream... No, that doesn't work well. I mean, it kind of could, but not really. And it does not work with Mythic... We're good! We already have Mythic Rod. That is the solution to all of my problems. Level up. Kinda just want to level up again. How much are you worth? 25. So now I could sell all of this junk. Which is kind of weird. Level up and roll. That was what I was looking for, but now I'm not. Still, it's only 15 gold to combine. It would get me a legendary. Do it. That legendary. Huh. Sadly, this one is not a mace. It does at some point gain crit, but only like once you get it to a 2-star or 3-star or something. I'm just gonna take this. But this wants other maces, which I don't have. Free rerolls. I mean, I could get... No. It's not what I'm doing. I'm looking for multicast, really. Huh. Okay. Could take this bow in case I see a tri-gem, but that's not really the plan. Prince with a Doom Guide, 4,800 HP. A lot of poison. Huh. So the poison plus the Doom Book means that I have 2,800 HP for the poison to get through. I think I'm good, and this thing's getting quicker. 2.3. That was kind of perfect for me. 2.3 second Mythic Rod that's starting to do some damage, but it doesn't have crit. Alright, free rerolls. Let's... There is a mace here. That's interesting. Yeah, but this one's not the priority. That would be the priority. That is expensive. Do I get rid of you? Yes. 2.3. Sadly, it's an axe, dark, whatever, damage crit build. So, they are not tanky. This isn't someone that I get to scale off of. This is somebody that either they kill me or I kill them. I have a lot of HP. 1.6. Ooh. Okay, wait. I might get to scale all the way. We only need one more activation. Then, if I really want to go crazy, I could start giving cooldown to this. And then if you upgrade the Lost Fragment, it could go crazy. It's just so expensive to upgrade a Lost Fragment, and it doesn't offer that much benefit. Probably should have just taken the 2000 HP. But we already have a lot of HP. Oh. Well, I don't really need to do the Dreamcatcher thing. We can just do this. I kind of just want to sell this, and this. So that I don't have the precedence for them, but then I don't know what I'm going for. I'm not going for this. I'm not going for this. Level up. Oh, I'm already level 8. Should not have leveled up yet. Goblet. Quick goblet. I could just give this give this cooldown. Could do protector. No. Could do this cooldown. Doesn't really help because this is already a 1 second. I could do none of these and it doesn't really matter. We could do Mace Book. I could give cooldown to the Mace Book, but the Mace scales itself. We don't need any of these. We could do Mace Book. Mace Book. Just go. Type O. With the Redemption. Sadly for them, this Mythic Rod, even though it's a 0-star, is just going to scale to the moon. Scale to the moon. Start of combat. No deal. Midas. Could do that. Midas. Here, you can have my dream catcher. That one. Those ones. Go. Midas. I mean, I could just take some defense. I think we just level up. What about an anvil? What about a frostbound frozen orb? Oh, crit. There's like no chance this crit goes off, but that's one of the only things that would matter right now, I think. Level up. Go. Andy. I think I just win the next 4, basically. It's only day 9. This thing's already hitting pretty hard. We'll see. Or win the next 3. Getting it upgraded would be amazing. And it's really good for getting the crit onto there. You're a 5% crit chance. Love to see it. This one. I would do that one. Trigem! Trigem is here. Is it helpful? I don't know, maybe. It's getting to scale 2 of these, and it gets its crit chance, which isn't all that helpful. Huh. I'm just gonna level up. The Law. I guess it would scale quicker if I just leveled this up. I was thinking about the crit, but the crit doesn't matter that much. I'm not going to get that much crit on there. It matters. It matters a little bit. Roll. Oh. I don't even know what to put this on. On the spyglass, I guess? Take this out. This one. Roll. Oh, wait. If I put the cooldown onto this thing... Oh, this could be a 1 second that removes 2 seconds. Okay, wait, that is helpful. 1 second, that removes 2 seconds. Roll. Huh. What about a dream catcher? Or what? What about that one? Take it. This one. So spyglass, 7 seconds, 1 second. Should go fairly quick. My headphones just randomly cut out, but I still hear things. I feel like my headphones are dying on me, but they're dying very slowly. Crit chance, 25 and 20. 45% crit chance. Yeah, but we're about to win it all. Not cool. I mean, it is cool, but it's also not cool. Also, I'm kind of rich. And there's my mythic rod. And there's a trigem, which I don't even particularly want, but I'll take it. Huh, necklace. I mean, necklace is the one that I should put in, so I don't know why I have the trigems. Sell the trigem. Sell the trigem. Give me the necklace. I guess at some point this would get this maxed. But not realistically. Go. Fighting Andy with 26,000 HP. Continue. It's too early. It's only day 12. All right, I'm going to go get a list of the build codes and be right back. Here are the next 4 builds that are a must-try builds that are done in casual day 16. That doesn't sound like they're must-tries. You're going to be vague about them. It just sounds like they're going to be broken things. We'll try them. We'll check them out. All right. So that one is Bozidar Decay. I should copy it with that. All right. You're just going to blow me up. Check. Goblet of Doom. Okay, that does sound kind of fun. Goblet of Doom is also just going to blow me up. Immovable Wall. Am I doing all 4 of these? Probably. But then I'm not going to get to do your normal builds because there's only so many build codes that I'm going to end up doing. Finally, the end of all ends, the Avalanche. All right, let's go check it out. It's 10:13 a.m. Actual noob, yesterday, 5:19 p.m. I don't have a check mark. This one got forwarded here. Bam, actual noob. We will check mark. Should totally do this. Do this one for a video. Did I already do that one? Maybe. We will check it. Check mark. Day 16 build, or do I go to this channel and see if there are things in here? That one's yesterday at 3 p.m. There are a bunch of them, and they have the checks, which makes my life easy. Tag, you're it. All right. That means Bozidar is going to have a whole bunch of tags. Or no, that's not Bozidar. Wait. I'm used to thinking of Bozidar being the one who puts in a bunch of tags. Ranked 14, mediocre. 12 a.m. my time. Looking for any other names. Okay, so I already checked this one. How many do I have of each? I don't know, because I didn't put... Okay, that one's actual noob, actual noob, actual noob. And then 4 Bozidars. I think I'm good with this. All right, let's go do this. So I have to drag that over onto this monitor. We've got decay things. Hitting paste, I'm going to die instantly. Yep. Not even close. Kaboom. What happens, I guess the main player just wins. But if you match up like 2 of these crazy start of battle builds, which one wins? It's just whoever the main player is. Minus 103,000 damage, and I'm guessing it actually would do even more than that, and look at all the tags. Yeah, I think of Bozidar as putting tons of tags whenever he does crazy things. All right, next one is Goblet of Doom. Go. That's the same build, you're just swapping out. It's dark. It does 1 damage. 1 damage. That's amazing. Okay. It is amazing. Oh, that is interesting. So these say, ignore the trigger limit, the trigger cap. But there still has to be some trigger cap. Oh, I'm so curious about this, actually. So I'm curious if the trigger cap, because they removed it, does that mean that it's now hardware limited? So like, would this run at different time? It can't be. That's how they used to do things like a decade back. So sometimes if you ran like old games on new PCs, they would run way faster. That's not really how modern game dev works, though, I don't think. Like, they have a separate thing that keeps track of how many times per second something can attack. It's just that they're removing that cap, so I wonder what that means. Normally, you can only attack like 10 times every second. How many times per second? Depends however long that fight was. That was 26, 7, 15. That was that many of those ticks. That would actually be kind of cool to figure out, assuming he's maxing it, which I'm guessing he is maxing whatever the capless trigger limit is. But maybe not. Who knows? There has to be some cap. Continue. All right, next one. Immovable wall. Immovable wall. Oh, okay. So they're immune from debuffs, and they have a ton of block, and a ton of healing, and big crits. 6x crits. This thing is just an unkillable monstrosity. Undebuffable. Unkillable. So the shield number, that is... I can't tell because the number... The font is not a mono-space font, meaning that the characters are different sizes, different widths for each character. So as the number changes, they move slightly. It shouldn't be that much though. That's 3. That's 6. So this is 65 million. It's not that bad. But ideally, I do like to to use fonts where they don't move when the number changes for exactly this reason. So that things just line up nicely, it's easy. But you don't end up with as compact of names for some things if they're all spaced out evenly. Okay, and the final one, the end of all ends, the avalanche. Let's go check out the avalanche. This doesn't look like anything that crazy. Oh, it's just going to be, because this is low damage, it's just going to be more and more bleed, and it's going to stack up very quick. Like thousands, holy thousands of bleed. Okay, that was amazing. I want to watch that again. All right, all of those were really good. Okay, another interesting thing about this game. The travel time feels like it might be different for different projectiles, because that travel time felt slow. Huh, I wonder if it is. Or if they're all at that same speed. Who knows? All right, now we're doing actual noob, day 12 fun build. And I'm also a day 12, so this is an even matchup, kind of. Ooh, okay. This would be amazing for me. Like, if I faced this opponent in a regular match with 7 hearts left, this would be the dream. Because this thing would come out with 100% crit, and it's just going to get to scale like crazy. I don't know if I get to kill this. Permanent multicast for the rest of forever. But it would be an awesome build to scale off of. An amazing punching bag. It's weird the way that this shield is working. How it's always staying at like 30. Why are you always staying at 30? Because you give 30 shield. Huh, and it has 6x multi. Still feels strange. We did not even get through their healing, much less like their huge HP buffer of 1 million. But look, 140% crit, so that was the dream, and this thing is now a 3630. But I lose. So far, I've lost every single one. Oh no. Actual noob, day 17 build with have fun in parentheses. It's the same build. Are you the same build? Yeah, you're the same build. Except this one I could actually win against. It's not the same. Let's let it play out. Okay, it's looking very similar. But that number is going down. I only have 26,000 HP, though. They still have... Oh, crap. They still have 1.3 million. Crap. I lose. Fatigue! But if this fight went on long enough, I would actually be scaling quicker than their HP, which is going up. We're both going up linear, but no, because I'm getting more multicast over time. Wait, we might win this. It's so close. I lose. It was so close. It was so close. 286,000. All right, there's one final build from the Discord. Day 17. Fun build. Tag. You're it. This is the same build. Why are you... Okay, they do have a lot of tags. They do have a lot of tags. They have an Elven Orb into an Elven Orb that can gain multicast. This one has 70 multicast. This has 27, 8... Why? Explain yourself. They do have a lot of tags. So they're level 160. They must have had like a crazy greed build that they turned into just experimenting with. They had everything. You guys are doing wild things, which is fun. They're earning 744 gold. I'm curious if they got all their gold from the nugget or if they had another gold source earlier. Because this is like crazy amounts of gold. Having 4 3-stars means that you had to roll through a ton of shops, get those crown forges. Like, that's more than 744 gold a turn. That is... I mean, maybe not. If it's day 17, never mind. With enough days and enough shops, you could easily get 4 crown forges. Day 17 is very late into the game. That is kind of wild. I don't know if I've had, like, day 17s. I know I've had day 16s. Lots of those. Well, maybe not lots, but somewhat frequently. Like, this is a day 16. Day 17, you almost have to be, like, trying to get those. I don't know if they occur naturally too often. Maybe they could. All right. For now, that is going to do it for this episode. I'm off into the real world. Have an excellent day. Thanks for watching.